Hey guys, what is up? It's just going to be a short video. I got a request to break down this base a little bit and kind of go in for like a 3-star attack on this base. Um, when you're picking out what to do on a base, you kind of got to look at what are the weaknesses of the base. You know, are there underleveled anti-air towers? Are there expos pointed to the ground? Are the troops or the defenses really clumped together for, say, a hog attack? Are there no double bomb spots? Right away you can see here could be here. Not really good ones as far as like hog pathing goes, but they're out there. One thing you do notice is that this is ground, and you got 3 anti-air units that are a little underleveled. So coming in from the air, probably not a bad idea on this base. And unless I'm blind, this person does not have an air sweeper, which is mind-boggling to say the least, why you wouldn't have an air sweeper. It's not that expensive, and it automatically pops. It's been, look at my watch, a couple days since it already came out, so not sure why, but I think the air is certainly a great way to come in on this base. So when you think about this attack, what do you want to do? Well, I think we want to come in from the air, like I said. So where do you want to create that initial starting point? If you're coming in from the air, you most definitely want to get rid of the CC troops. Looks like the CC pull should be pretty simple. If you drop like a giant down here, there's probably a trap or a Tesla waiting right here. This looks very suspicious. So I would be careful pulling it from that way. You could pull it from an unexpected way, like right here, and just drop like 3 hogs to get the full pull. Haven't seen anything yet out of their CCs. Like there's a couple dragons, a couple balloons and stuff. So you figure probably you only need about 6 or 7 seconds to get that full CC pull. So instead of trying to pull from here, I would probably come and drop some hogs right here in this archer tower. I would probably go 4, because if you drop 4, not only do you get that CC pull, you're also trading in the 4 for this archer tower, which is pretty good. And then you want to get rid of the CC. So if you pull, where could you drag it to? So let's say this is gone, and we've got these troops coming here. Well, we could finish our pull here, and then drop our double barb, double archer, and then double witch kind of wob. Double witch kind of clear. Unfortunately, I mean, even though this is gone and this is wide open, you really want to get in here. Like, this is a section that you want to get into, because not only do you get the archer queen, but you get one of the anti-air towers. And the other thing about this is if you destroy this, you create that wedge, right? So if this is all gone, you've effectively kind of taken a chunk out of this base defensive wise, like this and like this. So now that you have that wedge created, what you can do is you can plot your entry into the base and then follow it around, so you know which way your loons are going. If you're going to drop a loon right here and it comes here, you know it's coming here, and you know then it's coming here. If you drop a loon right here, you know it's coming here, you know it's coming here or here. And so by creating this wedge, you can drop your hound first, have it come here towards this, have this looking at the hound, have both those towers are looking at the hound. I'm going to clear the board here. So you have your hound coming in. This defense is on the hound. This defense is on the hound. In the meantime, you've got two loons out here, 2 loons here. Maybe another. Maybe you drop another hound like right here. So you drop hound here, 2 times loon here, and then you quickly switch back to hound here, 2 loon. And you want to make sure that this one goes to here, and then you drop loon, and then maybe your other hound right here, and then your other loons here to come to here. So what's going to happen is you don't want to you don't want to jump too quickly into this whole like around the base type thing, because you wanna be able to put those rage spells down and get these troops going. But this is definitely going to be a rage spot right here. This looks like a pretty good rage spot right here, where it's, you know, covering a bunch of different defenses, and it kind of affects the way that these loons are going to come in. This one's going to come here, and then, you know, either split off here or here. This probably is a hidden Tesla, so it might even come down here. So when I talk about, you know, creating a wedge and trying to make the base, you know, easier for you to take down, you know, you want to kind of chunk off a piece of it. You know, now if you were just to come in here and drop a golem, drop some wall breakers, and then just kind of like, okay, wizard, 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 wizard. You've got a lot of DPS, and this right here on that one golem. That golem is going to go down in about 6 to 8 seconds. Do you really have enough DPS to really kind of burn through some of these defenses and the CC? Whereas, you know, if you play your cards right, you probably get a smoother transition into the golem drop, into getting into this section, getting rid of the queen, getting rid of the anti-air. And if we do create this wedge, right? And you're you know, you've already gotten this out, and this is how you're coming in here somehow with your wedge. So if you did, even if you dragged here and then dragged a little bit over here, so let's say you're got your golems here. This comes out here. You know, they're about right here when your hogs die. Maybe I don't, let me check the range here. Yeah, so you could probably put an archer right here. Now these are gonna come up here. They're gonna be right here, and then maybe you drop your archer right here, right? Or maybe even a little bit further. So then you kind of have these clumped, and then we drop the barb and the witches behind them. You know, even with after the witches too, maybe put a wizard or two in here. Put a wizard right here to take down this, to get that funnel kind of like, this wizard is going to maybe take down that, maybe take down this, and that kind of creates another little mini wedge. So your DPS is like, oh, this is closer, 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 this is closer. Instead of these witches being like, yep, I'm going to take the scenic route, fuck you, type of thing. So, you know, all these little things that we can do to try to manipulate how the game is going to have defenses target our units and how the CC troops are gonna go. So if I were going to attack this base, and I had King Queen, like I said, probably 4 times hog here. And this is again, I guess it assumes max troops, because that's what I have. Probably come in here and take this down. As you can see, the range is a lot better. They won't even have to take it down to start the pull. Once that's going, because again, I think this is a trap. It's a trap. If I had to guess, that's the hidden Tesla there. Probably a hidden Tesla there. This is probably double bomb. BB, big bomb, big bomb. Hidden Tesla here. Hidden Tesla here. Big bomb. And if this one's not there, maybe it's right here. So, or if this one's not there, maybe it's, you know, right here and the double big bomb is here. Or there's a double big bomb right up there. So that would be my guess on any note. But, so that's why I'm not just dropping something on top, because I think it would be a waste. Now again, you know, you could probably, what is the range on this queen? See, with the range on the queen, she's gonna poke down golems pretty quickly, and they move pretty slow. You know, it's almost worth it to keep going, just to go with the hogs, just to keep the, you know, create that wedge in defense, and, you know, try to force your loons a certain way. So, you know, 4 hogs here, kill this. We pull the CC out. CC comes here, and if you want to have him dance, you know, you can have him dance. Otherwise, you can just pull an archer and have him come up here, and then you're gonna do barbs, archers, witches to clear. And then, you know, kind of do the CC clear this way. You know, once you have these down, maybe throw a whiz over here just to kind of like sideswipe it. Be careful you're not in the range of this archer or this cannon though, because that cannon does not have any targets right now. So you don't really want to put your golem down until like it has support from the DPS. But yeah, so like if you put one here, maybe help clear some of the back groupings like right here if they're like coming and attacking this way. You might want to throw down a wizard here, you know, maybe even a wizard here. Start trying to clear some of this junk, so that you really kind of force your troops to go this way. And then then once we get closer here, we can drop our golem down. Golem can come here. While that's coming there, we can drop our wall breakers down, try to get them to right this section. And then once that's down, you know, or at least when the golem's down, maybe drop another wizard or another wizard. Start trying to create the funnel here this way now. So you're using a couple wizards to help direct your forces. Hey, go this way. Hey, go this way. And then so you're coming into this section. You're getting rid of the cannon, you're getting rid of the anti-air, you're getting rid of the wizard tower, you're getting rid of the queen. Once the queen is targeted down, then you can start your loon section. So what I would do is I would drop hound, and then 2 times loon, 2 times loon. Maybe another hound up here, 2 times loon. And then the last hound here. Now, actually, take that back. Maybe not the hound right there, because if you drop it here, and he runs this way, then you've got this targeted down and this targeted down. So you can drop 2 times loon, 2 times loon. But you don't have to force it. You know, the whole part of creating the wedge and then dropping this kind of hound first to tank and then the two loons is you can do this, right? You can drop your hound, come here. Does this have aggro? Yeah, that might be able to catch it. Instead of dropping the hound there, you could probably drop it right down the middle, and then that would catch all 3. And that way you can slow roll things a little bit better. Because what you want to do is you want to drop your hound down. You want it soaking up damage, and then you want to start dropping loons in. So, you know, how about we move this to like right here? And so that's going to come right down here. And so this is going to target it. This is going to target it. This is going to target it. So while those are all targeting it, we have these loons coming here, these loons coming here, and these 2 loons coming here. Let me scratch that. We rage this right here because we want to get these loons to this anti-air and then continue forward. I think once you drop the 1 hound, which is right here, the 6 loons, you can probably end up dropping another hound right here, because having that little bit of extra tank is good, just in case this hound falls to like some traps and stuff really quickly. You want to have a backup one tanking damage, because as soon as defenses start targeting your hounds, or I'm sorry, your loons, you're gonna lose about 6 of them, and if you're only taking, you know, 14 of them, that's a lot. That's a huge chunk. So you're probably gonna want to do hound, double loon, double loon, double loon, rage, hound, get your, you know, or even the hound before the rage, and then continue on. So once this section is kind of going in, then we drop our last hound over here, double loon, get the rage spell, get that going, and then, you know, wait for a couple more, and when these hounds start making their way down here, you know, maybe you can drop 2 times loons here too, so they have a different path, just in case these ones kind of are like, oh, that wizard tower is kind of fun, because you want to get these down as quickly as possible. And as soon as these start coming over, then you can drop like 2 times loon here, 2 times loon here. So what I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, 16 loons. So like 16 loons, 3 hounds from the backside, and 1 golem. So you have 250 space. That's 120 16 is 80, so that's 200. So you have 50 space for wizards, witches. Well, you got 20 for the hogs. So you might have to cut off like these 2 loons or something and run only 14. But the other thing about this is too that is if this ground army goes well, I mean the ground army is still releasing troops and doing shit. Like they might actually take out this. They might get through here and start taking out some of this middle stuff. You know, this rage spell can go right here. I mean, you don't even have to take wall breakers if you don't want. I mean, if you like this kind of motion to get everything over, you could drop a jump spell right here. Jump in here, get this. Jump out, get this. Once you got the queen locked down, then you start your air raid so you don't run out of time. So that's the kind of thing like when you're planning, you're trying to pick out what are the base's weaknesses. You know, we're not just going, oh, you know, full air, not even a think. We're just gonna drop, you know, 2 hounds over here, 2 hounds over here, just finger drag drop our loons and hope for the best with rage spells. I mean, that's not conducive to anything. I'm not saying you're not going to get 3 stars with that ever, because, you know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. And even some bases are just so poorly made, and they're poorly made or they're underleveled, where you can do that and just get away with it. But on some of these bases, where like this base is just about max Town Hall 9, few anti-air towers underleveled, that's it. You want to be really precise with your attack, and you know, the attack itself is a little bit more complex and a little bit harder, but the payoff is there because you're giving yourself, in my opinion, the best chance at success. So I hope you found the video informative. It was way longer than I had thought it would originally be, but I just kind of rambled and threw a whole bunch of ideas out there. And you know, even if you don't like the idea of like pulling and dragging, what you could do is you could drop the golem here. Wizard, 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 wizard. You know what you're trying to do, and you gotta be careful here because this is gonna be seeing shit. So unless maybe you drop your golem right here, and the golem comes here. Again, there's a lot of things attacking that golem. It's not gonna live long. But, you know, you drop your wizards here to clean up garbage buildings. You get your wall breakers in here. And then you try to drop your heroes in such a way where they're going to start coming into the mix here. Instead of, like, spending a lot of stuff on the pull, you could also lightning the defense. The only thing you got to be careful for is that some of the other replays have shown loons and dragons, and lightning spells don't really work on those CC comps. So it's it's a risk either way, right? Like, you're dropping the hogs, you can kind of create a little bit better wedge. I mean, this wedge right here, creating this wedge and getting rid of all of this, at least from an aspect of, like, loons, what loons and hounds think about. Like, and then you can come in here and come around the base. You know, that's... Either way is going to work to create that. You don't have to get this archer tower, per se. But... I mean, there's risks and rewards with both. And again, you got to look at this. This looks really weird. Why is this space here? Why does this exist? Why? I mean, usually if they're going to do shit like that, like it's symmetrical, it's not. So that means either they're doing it because they don't want you to be able to place like a golem here or a giant and just walk right into this range like really easily, or there's something there. So, just be careful either way. And now I'm going to shut up. Lots of ideas. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully the video helps, and good luck. I will catch you guys later in the attack video where I review my own shitty attacks. Awesome. Go team.